Welcome to Voice Podcasts, the podcast for students by student. And today, as guests, I have Jacob Ball and Tim Belfort, who are both Surge soccer football players. Football, I'll stick to football. Sorry about that. And we're hosting this podcast because we're right in the middle of the World Cup. The group stages are just over, and we are getting to the serious business of the round of 16. So those two fantastic players are going to give us their insight about the World Cup. What are their big surprises? Who do they think will win? Their favorite players, the players they didn't expect to perform, and about Team Canada, unfortunately. Let's get started. So, guys, you play for the soccer man team. That's right. And how did you find this season?
I found the season very impressive. From what we came from when I first started 3 years ago to what we were now, we finally made the Elite Eight, and just to see the team develop into what we became now, it was a huge shock to I think the whole league and especially to us and how talented we were.
Yeah, I was impressed with the season as well. I've had the privilege of playing or practicing with the team in previous years before I came to the college, and just noticing the change in the atmosphere, even just the hunger to win was very motivating for me, and I was really proud of how far the boys came this year.
And how would you say the team improved from the previous season? Where did you think that you made the changes to be better this year?
I think it was more of the chemistry.
Yeah.
So now for example, this year, I think that we all had an idea of okay, we are one of the top teams and we need to prove that. Mm-hmm. And I think the league saw that we actually did, and we impressed almost everyone.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I think that our bonding over the course of the year was really impressive as well. We were in some ways lucky enough to take a trip to Sioux and then Cambridge the opening weekend. And we were on the bus for 20 hours that weekend, but we got to know each other really well, and I think we just figured out who we were as a team, and then we just practiced and just a lot of quality. I don't know.
Especially when you have a team and you're just joking around, it just shows how much fun you're having off the field as well.
Yeah, it's important. I guess, having that off the field bond. It just gets more natural on the pitch,
exactly. And then when you practice together all over the town, I've known him since he was little. So as soon as he joined the team, I knew exactly what was the plan was.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about the team. Anyways.
Your favorite player to pass the ball?
Oh yeah, 100%. Or the twins that we had.
Yeah.
They were really good.
Yeah. Well, what's your best style of playing of Surge? If you were to describe the team, how do you like to play?
I think we play very forward. So for example, we'd have two strikers him and Zeke, and we'd want to span the field as much as possible, just to put the defenders on their back foot to be more scared of them, because Zeke and him had a lot of pace, just you see Mbappe and Neymar now, and how quick they are to explode up the field, and that was our game plan with Surge.
Yeah, I saw some footwork on him on the SLC Surge pace.
Yeah.
There was that one goal, you scored, that control, just feint the defender and then go for it and score it. How was it feeling scoring that goal for you?
It was a great goal. I was just really happy to put us in the lead, first of all, because that was a really important game that we needed to win. So just being able to help my team out and score a goal was just made me really happy.
Yeah. Every game for us was a must-win, I felt, but sometimes the result doesn't go the way you wanted. Yeah. But especially in the Algonquin game, when we needed to prove that we could play with the Algonquin and especially those top teams like Humber and all of them. But sometimes, I said, it doesn't go your way, and it just didn't go our way against Algonquin that day.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I played a soccer game, so I just recall the souvenir of playing this feeling in that moment of a match. Sometimes you're just trying to think, oh, that team caught you by surprise. How are you actually in the game trying? What are we going to do? Let's just find a way back. So that's one of the biggest challenges, I guess, at this level. In game, how to switch it, because for many people it seems easy on TV.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not you sense the intensity, the speed of a game. You're just
And a perfect example is that's a penalty shot. So it may look easy when you're kicking around with your boys or whatever, but as soon as you're under pressure in a real game, people are watching you, people are relying on you to score, Yeah. But
But you did great, guys. I think compared to the previous years, and going to the playoffs is a big achievement. And it gives a lot of foundation for you. Also, I guess to go into next season, and now there's a standard or a bar set. Like, hey,
Yeah.
we need to train like this. We need to train better, or like we train like this. We achieve that. What if we did like much more? I believe you could win, get to perform, and now we are here to talk about the World Cup. It's an amazing month for the world. Like every 4 years, the world just stops to watch this fantastic sports event. And this World Cup, like I don't know for you, but for me, it's been just full of surprises.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
Every team that are not favorites are like, hey, we're going to show them what we're made of. Like they might have stars, but we play as teams. I think smaller teams play more as a team than bigger teams.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's with athleticism, with professionalism being almost the same for every team now. If you play more as a team than individual, I think you'll have a good chance at taking those big teams.
That's like
I agree.
Just like the Saudi Arabia versus Argentina game. We saw the clip online of the coach saying, "Hey, you guys don't believe that we could do this? Do you guys not feel something?" Yeah. And they were right. Like Saudi Arabia was all over them in the first half, I felt. Yeah. And then all of a sudden in the second half, it was like a flip of the switch instantly that Saudi Arabia came back and won that game. Yeah. And now they have a national holiday for it, which is crazy to me. But
Rolls Royces.
Yeah. But especially in Team Canada, they surprised me completely when they went to the World Cup.
Me too. I was overhyping, like with my friends. I was overhyping Team Canada to go through. I say they have a good chance of making it second. I was Croatia and Canada second. Then I was like, Belgium. I know Belgium they're not that great. For me, they are too slow. Their backline is just prehistoric.
Yeah, they're very.
It's too slow. No offense, but like Vertonghen, the other guy, Alderweireld, I guess, and Dan Dunker is a bit pacey. But if with David, Davies, and Buchanan, they have so much pace to exploit them.
Even Junior Hoylett, he has a lot of pace and skills. He played in the Premier League for a couple of years.
And for Blackburn Rovers.
Exactly. Yeah. And then now you see him on the hugest stage for Canada. And it's crazy to think that even a Canadian can make it even to the Premier League, let alone even the World Cup.
Yeah. But Liam Miller, the substitute, he was in the academy of Liverpool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was... Then I think he decided to go to play in MLS because he didn't want to go to play for the lower leagues in England. To get more exposure, I guess, for the Canadian team.
Oh, yeah.
And he made it to the squad. There are those wonderful stories of the Canadian squad, which is just amazing to hear, even if it's just not a great performance, but I think just reaching the group stage for Canada is
a huge achievement. Like when I was a kid, we never thought that Canada was ever going to make the World Cup.
I didn't think that was a possibility.
Yeah, we just thought it was just the CONCACAF tournament. That was it. It was always going to be United States, like the typical United States, Mexico, going through. But when Canada came, I think the whole country even was very supportive, and they understood this is the first time we've ever been here in so many years, right? And that's why everyone was surprised when they even gave it to Belgium. Belgium, exactly.
Yeah,
everyone's surprised.
I couldn't believe it. Just watching, I was going crazy, and when we had that penalty, I was like, this is our moment. But
again, in the penalties, right? Everyone thinks it's so easy, but when you go to the World Cup the stage, the whole country was literally watching Alphonso Davies. Yeah. And if he scored that shocks Belgium. Yeah. That shocks the whole world, right?
History. It'd be the first goal for Canada.
Exactly.
World Cup.
And even when he scored in the last game, you saw the emotion throughout all Canada as soon as he scored that.
Yeah, the bench came ready.
Yeah, exactly.
It was crazy. Yeah.
It's just a huge shock.
Yeah.
And then I think the whole team together, I went to go see them live play Jamaica, and the whole atmosphere there with all the Canadians, it was just you could feel it inside. You're like, oh my God, this is a point where we can actually make it. Yeah. And then finally when they won, it was that should have been a holiday because everyone for Canada was just erupting throughout the whole stadium, right? But yeah.
It's just how does it feel finally making it's a whole generation
of
not experiencing a World Cup, and I think this time you have absolutely great players. I do think the front line is amazing.
Yeah.
The midfield is decent, But they play as a team. The thing is that Team Canada play as a team. When I first saw, I thought that Team Canada would sit back against Belgium and try to exploit the slow defense and counters, but they were actually going to press.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is not how I planned things to go.
It was entertaining though. Very entertaining. It
was. Belgium couldn't do anything. They were slow on the passing.
Yeah.
They were slow on the
Especially, I found that Kevin De Bruyne, he didn't have a good game.
No.
And the fact that they even gave him man of the match. And he even said that, I don't think I had a good game. I don't think I deserve it because of my name. Yeah. And that just shows that, like, even his character, like, how much that takes for him on the biggest stage. Well, he's the best midfielder in the world. And I don't think, like, anyone could, like, doubt that. And him just saying that just shows that he took a step back. He understood, like, I had a bad game. And I think that even the Belgium team feels like Canada should have won that game.
Canada should have won.
Yeah, we were very strong in that game.
No, I'm not biased because I'm in Canada whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
But the way they pressed, it was like an organized pressing. Each player had their player to press, and it was timely done. If Buchanan is initiating the first press, David is just second in line trying to press the anticipating pass. And it's good. It's not like some chaotic press which you see just exploit that first line and then you attack. It's like that press was so good. And for 45 minutes, Belgium couldn't do it. And then there's just that ball over the moon, which...
And then again, it's just when it doesn't go your way, that's football, right? Yeah. Like, sometimes, like, the whole game, it just changes in an instant. But, again, they can't really do anything. But Canada tried their best, and I think the whole country is very proud of them.
Yeah. That's the most important, like I say, just... It's almost metaphorical, like your playoffs and Team Canada as well. Hey, we did this. We went there. We looked Belgium in the eyes. We looked Croatia in the eyes. And even that third match against Morocco was a bit Morocco were very intense. They were very good.
Yeah.
But it's not like they lost. Like some people were saying 5-0 for Belgium or Croatia.
Yeah.
No, like they had a hard match, and I think next time it's going to be much better. I believe it, and it will be on home soil.
Yeah. So, and it's like now they have experience for it. You know, now they've been at the world stage. Mm-hmm. They know what the expectation is. Yeah. And even I felt like you said earlier, you felt that Canada could have went to the round of 16, right?
Yeah.
I think the whole nation thought that as well.
Yeah,
and even the world.
Yeah, a lot. I follow a French football YouTuber.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is the only group that I can't decide.
Because how tough it was.
Yeah. It's tough to pick because it's tough because Croatia is the past finalist, and they have two among the best midfielders, Modric, Kovacic, and Brozovic, who is like one of the most underrated players, I believe.
Yeah.
And Morocco is just full of like the fullbacks, Mazraoui and Hakimi.
Yeah, pace.
After Portugal, I believe it's the best second set.
Yeah.
And Canada, that front line, that team cohesion, it's just so good. So who do you pick?
Exactly.
All of them deserve to go. And then when I look at the group of France, it's like, some teams are like playing very bad. Like Wales had a bad World Cup.
Yeah.
Like for me, they already had a bad Euro, but like if Wales was in that group, I think, maybe Canada could have made it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because some teams were really bad and some teams were really good. And coming of that, who are the teams that has surprised you the most? I think Canada is one of them.
Yeah, Canada definitely surprised me. Yeah. I'd say Saudi Arabia.
That's what I was going to say.
Like, the way that I was watching them was that they were pressing really well, and their pace up front was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we even saw that in the Mexico game, last 2 minutes when they scored on that break.
God, that goal was
a nice goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think everyone was like, man, Saudi Arabia can play, right? Because now, you never see like Saudi Arabia shock the world like that.
No, but it was 5 a.m. or 6 a.m.
Yeah.
thing. I was having trouble. I have to wake up to go to college. Then I put live score. I said, oh my God, what is this score? Let me put that match on. I immediately woke up and I watched. I said, that team is playing like defending like Atletico Madrid. Like, yo,
Yeah.
what's happening? Yo, that's.
I was watching the Argentina game, and I think that was at like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I
and
watched
Messi
it.
scored
It was crazy.
the penalty, right?
Yeah.
And what happened was I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and my phone is like blown up. My friends are texting me. They're like, "Did you see what happened?" And I look on Instagram. Saudi Arabia comes back and wins 2-1.
Yeah.
And their last goal, oh my, it was amazing.
Oh, that defending by Otamendi or Romero was very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Like you don't. If picture that scene, like the ball is Martinez punches the ball in the sky.
Yeah.
It's either the attacker or the defender.
Yeah.
And the defender just lifting its foot like, hey, I'm walking in Lake Ontario. Let me just have this straddle. And the Saudi was like a bull. Like, let me get that ball.
Yeah.
And boom. Oh my goodness. He went for himself. Like there was one teammate here.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh my goodness. That was a thing of beauty.
And the passion that the whole team had,
Yeah.
like the celebration afterwards, and then of course like the country when they decided like, oh, we're gonna make it a national holiday. Well, obviously you're beating one of the best players of all time, basically, but
they were the winners of Copa America. Like they
Yeah.
beaten Brazil. They won it. So they are among the favorites to win. And Saudi Arabia playing like that, I just was clap. You know?
yeah, you can't do anything but applaud.
If you're a
Yeah.
football fan, you just enjoy it. You know, like
Yeah,
it was, I think, the first shocking match
Yeah.
of the World Cup.
and then Japan the other
Oh,
day.
Japan is.
Yeah, that
was
surprised
my
me.
pick. My pick is Japan, definitely. Like,
So what do we think? Do you think the ball was over, or do you think the ball was on the line?
I mean, for storytelling purposes, like it went over the line. It went over.
Yeah, you think? I think because like it showed two different camera angles.
Mhm.
So like the one that I saw, it looked like it was over the line.
Yeah.
And then it showed the one that was like a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
And it shows that like a little bit of it is on the line,
okay.
which shows that like it's in.
Yeah. I feel better.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
But if you're playing in that, say you're the other team, like
Ooh.
you gotta be a little
was- yeah,
heartbroken
I
with
was-
that.
No, I don't feel sympathy. with Spain. I'm like, I love the way they play. I love Pedri. I love Javi.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know. Like Japan's, since playing Germany, I got a soft spot for them. Like
Yeah.
they just play. They're gutsy. Okay, we are back on the Voice podcast, and magically, my friend Luis appeared on the podcast. Yeah, that's the student life. We also have courses to do, but he's here among us now to speak about the World Cup. As much as a football fan of us, but not very happy, I guess.
No, not very happy since Mexico lost, but here we are.
Yeah, and we were just. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for Luis also, it's fine, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking about Japan, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
How good they are. Like,
They shocked everyone.
they shocked everyone.
Yeah.
And against Germany, I was like, let's go. Let's give Japan the power of friendship. I hate the German football team.
I think.
Oh.
Me too. I don't know what it is. It's maybe because I'm Portuguese and like they have a rivalry, but there's a lot of German players that I just don't like. I don't like how like their demeanor, I guess.
Sometimes they are big head.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Girls are beautiful. But like it's I don't know, since 2002 I became a fan of football in 2002. Watching Brazil was like wow to my eyes.
R9.
R9.
Yeah.
You got to watch him?
Yeah, I got to watch him as a 6-year-old. I wasn't like every 6-year-old. I just love when a guy is good, and he was that good. Like he just walked through the pitch. He would just run and dribble everyone.
Yeah.
He was fast. He was powerful.
Yeah.
He was a phenomenal. Like
Yeah, that was
Come
like
on,
me when
yeah.
I grew up watching Ronaldo. I was like
Yeah.
5 when he first when he was playing for Man U. That's when I first started watching soccer.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it was just because Ronaldo was Portuguese that my
Yeah.
family was like, oh, here's an amazing player, right?
Yeah.
And now we look at him and we're like, he's like a god to us, right?
Mhm.
Like he's
Yeah.
a huge superstar, not only in Portugal, but
Oh,
throughout the
worldwide,
world.
yeah.
whole world.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him first in the final against Greece
Yeah.
in 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough game. Man.
I don't really remember much of it. I was
Yeah.
3 when that happened,
Yeah.
but I know my family when they were telling me stories, they were saying like it was a very emotional time because that could have been Portugal's like first ever trophy,
Yeah.
and then finally like in 2016 when they finally won, like everyone was like a celebration for us, and I was 15 I think when that happened, and like I remember my family was like, oh, we're throwing a party because of it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's football.
It's it's like just like again Portugal is a team I respect. It's like yeah, I love it. It's full of good players. Cancelo.
Yeah.
They have Jota. They have
Bernardo Silva.
very good.
Bernardo Silva is
He's
an
very good.
amazing.
Oh
player.
yes, not only for Portugal but for Man City
Man
too.
City, he is like wow, and still like not being able like they got beaten by South Korea today.
Yeah.
Why? How?
I don't understand.
I still think it was because they played subs. Like they had
Yeah.
Vitinha playing. Who else that I saw? Ronaldo was playing, but
Yeah.
Ronaldo didn't have a good game.
No.
Yeah.
Like I think everyone saw that
He's
he
not that fast as before.
no,
He's unemployed also. So
yeah. And that's what I was telling him before. I was like, Portugal has to start playing like a team instead
Yeah.
of just relying on Ronaldo like they've done for so many years, right?
Yeah, because they have a solid team in every line.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. You go
Nice.
on the like whole roster, each
Even-
position.
Yeah.
like Rafael Leao.
That's who I was
is
just
so-
saying.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
He's ridiculous.
He's
He's
very good.
fast, he's powerful, he has a knife for the pass, for
Yeah.
the goal. I think it's him. It's now up to him too.
Exactly.
I was surprised when I didn't see him starting the first games. Like
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
insane.
I
with-
put him as a starter on my team if I were to.
I think so too.
Yeah, same
I
line.
see him as a starter. Like he's
Yeah.
amazing.
Especially what he's done with AC
Yeah,
Milan.
he's very underrated to me.
I would put it in front of Ronaldo actually.
Yeah. But if Portugal plays a 4-3-3, you play him on the left wing,
Left
Yeah.
wing, yeah.
Yeah.
Left wing.
and then
He's-
you can put Jota on the other side. I think
Yeah.
Jota he plays amazing for Liverpool,
Yeah.
but then when he comes to Portugal, it's a
It's
little
different.
dicey.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you never know. Like it's a thing. Like superstars like that, they could just it's like a switch.
Mhm.
When they play, you never know. They could score a hat trick or they could be like terrible. You know?
but like there was this player who took his retirement for Portugal, Rafa Silva. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
he's a pacey, very trickery, but he's so underrated. He's still at Benfica today. Like why is he like not selected? So he took his international retirement also. Like,
Yeah.
he was so good.
I think he retired because I don't think he was playing.
Yeah.
But that again, it comes down to the superstars,
yeah.
right? Like if you're a coach, you don't want the media to be on you.
Yeah.
You want to start and you want to do the best you can, especially if you're going into a World Cup.
So you think Korea can get through the next stage?
No.
I don't
It's
think
Brazil,
so.
man. It's Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Brazil is too young, too talented, and
Yeah.
every year, especially in the World Cup, we see how good they truly are.
They're amazing.
And then, but again, when it comes to like the semifinal, it's the pressure, right? And we saw it in 2014 when they made it to the semifinal, right? It was the pressure of the whole country again that was on them. No Neymar when they played Germany,
Yeah.
and then they got thrashed, right? But
That was a tough
I was
moment for
crying.
Brazil.
I was
That
crying.
was a
I was here at 3 a.m. in my couch. I remember I was like, what, 3:19, something like that. I was crying. My mom woke up, why are you crying, grown up man? Like, what's happening on TV? I say, there's things which shouldn't happen in front, like,
Yeah.
you know, they shouldn't be broadcasted on TV, those kind of stuff.
yeah.
They were so merciless. I hated them. I hated Germany so much.
is that why you don't like the Germany team?
'Cause
Yeah.
that-
Yeah,
that game?
That was a revenge of 2002, man.
Yeah, like,
true.
yeah, but not like that. It was
Yeah.
like too little zero in Korea. It was alright. Like it's 7-1 at 7-2, 7-1.
7-1.
7-1,
I don't-
7-1.
Shit. Like
This is crazy.
At least Oscar scored.
Yeah.
Gotta give him that.
hey, that Brazil team was very bad though. Like
Yeah.
Dante, Joe, Fred,
David Luiz.
Hulk.
Hey,
David-
scored a
David
great free
Luiz
kick.
was in prime form though back
His
then.
free kick.
Yeah, he scored
His
a
free kick
huge
was
free kick.
amazing.
Yeah.
against
That's true.
Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
Colombia
was-
was a good team.
They were.
Oh, they had prime James Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yes.
His
Oh,
goal was amazing.
The volley.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was.
That was goal of the tournament, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
goal of the tournament
What a
It's-
goal.
That was amazing. Yeah.
against Uruguay. Like,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
yeah. I think he was going to be the next Ballon d'Or. When I saw that World Cup of
He
James
was-
Rodriguez, I think that guy should come to Liverpool. Come on, forget Luis Suarez.
Was he at Real Madrid at the time?
He was at Monaco. It's that after that World Cup. He
Yeah.
went to
He went-
Real
okay.
Madrid. That first season at Madrid, he was the guy that replaced Ozil.
Yeah.
He did 10 times what Ozil did. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but then like, I think he was too much of a party head, and it all went like Zidane didn't like much of that when
Yeah.
he became a coach. Like, then it went south for him.
That's
Yeah.
like, in my opinion, like if we're talking about like the greatest of all time, like I'm a huge fan of Ronaldinho. I've always been.
Oh man.
But the issue with him is that he loved to party, right?
Yeah.
Same with Deco. They just wanted to party all the
best
time.
friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's stories of them coming to practice like hungover,
Hungover,
still a
yeah.
little drunk.
Smelling alcohol.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you see them what they do on the field, man. And it's just like, wow. And it's like Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard is the laziest guy apparently in training.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden goes out and did amazing for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Not now anymore, but
Yeah, no.
It's like Spanish food is good, man.
exactly.
Yeah.
Put on a couple pounds when you're in Madrid, I guess.
Yeah,
It's like, Hazard was good, or like Chelsea
Yeah,
Hazard.
for that span
He was
time.
amazing.
He lost the magic.
No, but those players, we don't. It's sad to say, but their talent is so good that, hey, training is like nothing. Is when they get on that pitch, they get that adrenaline. They get
Exactly.
their talent. It's like get 10 times better. Like
Yep.
yeah, it's they instinctively understand football and their feet just move
Yeah.
like this. You can see like Ronaldinho. That was
It's magic.
madness.
Yeah,
Like, what he
exactly.
did with the ball is like so. It's like Iniesta also is one of those players which I think
Yeah.
is like
One of the best midfielders of all time.
Xavi.
Yeah.
or that combo with Xavi.
I love watching.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I love watching that.
You cannot like even if I'm not a Barcelona fan.
You have to admire it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were-
oof, like
Their football is amazing.
there's Xavi, that brain of screening, always anticipating 3-4 passes.
Mhm.
How do you do it? Iniesta progressing in that line. That touch is elegant, effortless, just throwing it.
It's just like Messi too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
with that team, like the 2011 Barca team, in my opinion, I'm not a Barca
It's the
fan.
best, man.
They're
Is the best
They're the
of
best
all
team.
team
Yeah.
of all time. Sorry,
David
not the team.
Villa, man. What
Yeah,
a striker with Pedro and Messi in front.
yeah.
yeah.
Best.
And even Sir Alex Ferguson couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, no, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. So
Tiki taka.
exactly.
Football, that was tiki-taka
Yeah.
football.
What do you think's gonna happen in the round of 16?
I
So
think
what are the matches?
it's gonna be fun to see Japan,
I got
against Croatia.
yeah.
Because I think Japan can even reach the next stage after quarterfinals.
Yeah. Do you think you could beat Croatia?
Yeah, for sure. Croatia, their strongest point is the middle field.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
believe the middle field of Japan runs a lot, so they are not gonna let them
Yeah, they're very hardworking.
create their play.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I believe Japan can make a good appearance. in that match.
I don't know. I believe in Japan for this. I love Brazil, but if Japan's win it, I'm so happy if Japan win it. But it's match by match. First match tomorrow at 10 a.m. is Netherlands USA, and it will be uploaded on Tuesday. So be careful what you predict. You might get surprised.
Okay, let's see.
Netherlands USA.
I'm saying Netherlands.
I had Netherlands
But
winning.
US will give it to them. I will say that
Yeah.
because US again very talented. They have experience playing with like players that are
Yeah,
like
sure.
big, but like Virgil van Dijk, I think he's a huge
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
defender.
very good. And I
Yeah.
also don't see US having a lot of scoring power
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
this
No.
tournament.
Especially Gakpo now for
Oh,
Oh,
what a
he-
revelation!
yeah, he is
Yeah.
going insane in the World Cup right now.
Yeah.
He's like an Mbappe-like level.
Yeah.
I would
A
say.
little bit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if the States had like a true number 9, I feel like the game would be very close.
Yeah.
But
Pepe, where's Pepe? Like,
True.
just their lack of scoring I feel like isn't gonna like against a team with that much quality, like you have to have someone who can put the ball in the net if you want to win.
They only have Pulisic.
yeah, the LeBron James of soccer, apparently. Our American friends. So, like, no, I still think Netherlands will go
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, I do. as well.
Netherlands for sure, man. Frankie de Jong.
All right.
Yeah.
Frankie, yeah, very good. Very good
Yes,
playmaker. I think he doesn't get, he's rated, but I don't think he gets that respect he deserves.
Enough credit.
Yeah.
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 And Ajax, he was really good.
Yeah. That whole 2019
That
Ajax team
team
was
was amazing.
ridiculous.
At
What a
Barca,
team.
he's always a big judge,
Yeah.
But
It's a big club.
He's the best midfield we have actually for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I think it needs to stay the same. Like, De Jong, Pedri, Javi,
Gavi.
and that's good.
Yeah.
With the years, it will get better.
Yeah.
It stops
And they're all
splashing
young
money.
as well.
Yeah,
Very young.
Yeah.
they're only going to get better. like-
Exactly.
Mhm.
and they need to stop spending money.
Yeah.
Barcelona just need to stop spending
Yeah,
money.
that's true, man. Because they cannot buy any more players.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah. For the fair play.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
And at 2 p.m. Argentina, Australia. Socceroos! Socceroos, we go. No, Messi magic.
Yeah, I think that's where it ends for them.
They're gonna kill them.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be a massacre?
Maybe more than 3 goals.
More than 3.
More than 3.
That's ambitious.
I'm saying 1 or 2-0 Argentina.
2-0 Argentina. 2-0 Argentina.
Because I think Australia are gonna try and do what Poland did, was just sit back and counter, but it's Argentina.
I'm going 3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on what their starting lineup is, though. I feel like.
Yeah.
I like Martinez up there, but he.
He's not performing too well.
I don't know. He didn't start last game,
Yeah.
but
I think Julian Alvarez can be a good addition.
Yeah.
With them in the front.
Mhm.
yeah. But they had 3 offside goals against Saudi Arabia in the first half, so I feel like that just shows the quality they have if they clicks like it did in that first half. I think they'll do very well.
So we're all going Argentina.
Argentina.
for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go Messi. Even if he scored against Mexico.
And then Sunday, France against Poland at 10 a.m.
Oh, France.
France, of course.
France. For
France,
sure.
yeah.
Poland doesn't have a lot of power.
No.
I think just
No.
Lewandowski.
None.
Just
He won't
Give
get
it to
service.
Lewandowski.
And the goalkeeper is good too.
Chesney.
After you rob Messi.
Yeah.
They just won't have the quality to get Lewandowski the ball enough to make a difference.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No middle field in Poland.
No, like
They only have
the right back.
Zielinski.
The right back, Matty Cash.
Oh, Matty Cash. I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of Matty
He's good.
Cash.
Yeah.
I think he's only good for Aston Villa though.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Can he just ping across for Lewandowski and ping across 75 minutes, still 0-0? I think France will have a run for their money because France has been good, but not that impressive.
That's
Yeah.
what I think.
For
I
me.
think that it's going to be a good game
It's going to be
because
good.
France lost their midfield
Yeah.
completely.
And
Pogba,
Benzema.
Conte,
Yeah.
Benzema, their main goal
Benzema.
scorer.
Benzema.
Ballon d'Or winner.
Benzema is such a blow.
That was
But Giroud
Yeah,
has
Giroud's doing
He's
great.
been doing well.
he's been
Giroud is
doing
very
well.
good with the French team.
Yeah, with the French team,
Yeah.
he's like, wow.
Was he the top scorer now?
He's a top scorer.
Yeah,
Is
with
he joint
Thierry Henry.
Thierry now,
Henry.
yeah.
If he scores one more,
He'll
then
be,
he'll be the top one.
Yeah.
I think Mbappe is going to
Only for a few years, yeah,
Could
until
be,
Mbappe.
could be.
Mbappe will be.
Yeah.
But I love Giroud's story. Like, he was so trash at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Didn't he make the French team? And then, or like he got cut from the French team, right?
like it was
think so.
Benzema.
Like,
Benzema
yeah,
for
because the main
60,
focus
yeah.
was Benzema.
Yeah.
Because Benzema was playing with Madrid, obviously. And It's a
Yeah.
huge club, and man, I forget who was behind him, but Benzema was probably the huge focus. And then in 2018, Mbappe came on the scene
Yeah,
out
exactly.
of nowhere, and then obviously had a huge World Cup
Mhm.
in Russia. But
Mbappe, they had Griezmann was.
Oh,
before.
Griezmann!
Griezmann
How can we
was-
forget Griezmann?
Antoine.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't play that good.
Yeah,
True.
it's-
Yeah.
Hey, back in the prime though, he was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
He
there,
was good.
man. Yeah.
Like for the 2 Champions League final with Atletico Madrid, where
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like on one attack which Atletico get and Griezmann was just there. You know,
Yeah.
him with Diego Costa was like
Oh, yeah.
that duo was
He's
so
a great
good.
striker.
yeah.
Diego Costa.
Yeah.
I'm a
So
big
sad
fan.
they lost the 2 finals against Real Madrid.
Yeah, that's
It's because of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
That's
well,
it.
well,
It was in his documentary.
Yeah.
it was Gareth Bale. It was Gareth
Gareth
Bale.
Bale.
Gareth Bale was a
Gareth
huge one. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That's
But
true, man.
I think in the penalty shootout too, that's just unlucky.
yeah.
And then of course they put Ronaldo on the last one just to make sure that it will go in. But I think as soon as the goalkeeper, I forget who the goalkeeper was at the time, but I think as soon as he saw Ronaldo walk up, he was like,
It was not Courtois.
maybe it was
I think
Courtois.
it was
Maybe,
still
yeah.
Courtois. Yeah.
But Courtois, that's a huge goalkeeper too.
Yeah.
It's like-
Oh yeah, like hey, imagine Davies.
Yeah,
coming up
exactly,
to
against the
Courtois,
best goalkeeper in the
Oh,
world too.
yeah.
taking that first penalty for that.
I don't think he should have took it.
I don't think he should have taken
Yeah.
it.
Who,
I thought it should've
Atiba?
I thought
Yeah.
it should have been Jonathan David or
I think it should have been Jonathan David or Junior.
Hoylett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you saw during the game that Alphonso Davies, yes, he was pressing very high, and we saw a little glimpse of his pace. But I think if you look at the overall game and who was having a great game, I thought Junior Hoylett played amazing against Belgium,
Yeah.
and I think Jonathan David was really pressing. Really hard.
Laria also played well.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think on
Yeah.
that side, I didn't know him. Like I say, who's Laria? You know, I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
Then I said he's doing decent. Like he's blocking Carrasco from going too up there,
Yeah.
and he was good throwing those
He was.
crosses, and
Yeah.
Buchanan playing in the.
Buchanan is good too.
Yeah.
Man.
He is very good.
Even Buchanan, I think Buchanan could have took the pen, but
Yeah.
it all depends. Like again,
Well-
when we play, it's like a mood. Like it's if you think you're gonna score, you're gonna grab that ball and you're gonna
Yeah.
want to score, right?
I think it's just because he's kind of like our superstar, right?
Yeah.
And to get that goal, make him in the history books. But
Yeah.
I feel like at that stage, you just got to go with whoever the best penalty taker is. Like
For sure.
for the
definitely.
most,
For
most of the time, like you
Yeah.
might not even be the best player on your team, but just whoever's the best at putting the ball in the back of the net from the penalty dot.
Yeah.
You just got to
The
go
one
with
that
them.
doesn't feel nervous.
Yeah,
Feel
you
that
know?
exactly.
nervousness, it's like
But then again, I think everyone on that team was feeling the pressure. Like
Yeah.
I was saying before, it's the
Yeah.
whole nation at that point that's on your back.
And I mean, the only one that has been in a lot of pressure is Davis.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
play final for Champions League.
Exactly. But again,
Yeah.
it's tough.
It's like national football is something else.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
So
it's
much different.
When it's the country, it's like, it's club is there. You get paid. It's professional. There's the passion. There's a love of football.
Exactly.
But when it's the country, it's a mix of your passion and
I think it's what every football player wants
Yeah.
to achieve in their life.
Everyone
you know?
dreams of going to
Yeah.
the World Cup and
Well,
to go
just
to the World Cup.
That's it,
play,
everyone
man.
dreams of.
Even
as a
us,
kid.
like we,
That's a dream,
Yeah.
yeah.
the dream
growing
is
up
just
as-
making
it's
it
a
there.
childhood
Yeah.
dream for everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
this kid's
Exactly,
playing
man.
Yeah.
soccer in your backyard, just pretending
Yeah.
you're like Lionel Messi.
man.
Just
So,
Hey, I was pretending I was Ronaldo.
well, but what's the next game?
the next game is so we have France against Poland. So I'm going for Poland actually.
Really?
You think it's gonna be a surprise?
I think
man.
I will go for. I'll just like water.
It has been a shocking World
I
Cup
think-
so
Yeah.
far.
I think it's gonna be 1-0 France.
Yeah.
And I think at the end it's gonna
I
be
will
all
regret it.
Poland.
I think because I like Giroud so much, like but
Yes.
You think he's scoring?
I want Giroud to score. I want
Yeah.
Giroud to score a hat trick every game
Yeah.
because like
Every game.
French French people give so much stick to Giroud
That's true.
Yeah.
because they don't realize how good like he actually is. Like for that World Cup, so many French supporters were bashing him, and
Mhm.
I was like, that's not fair. Like the dude is like
It's because of the shoes he has to fill. Like he's filling in Benzema, who's injured.
yeah, Benzema who was not selected. For
Exactly.
That World Cup,
He
so.
gives a lot of peace to their games. You know,
I think,
and calm.
yeah. But
Mhm.
I have France winning, but I think it'll be like not. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah, I'm going 1-0.
Especially
France,
since,
Giroud. It's because of you, Giroud. Break that record.
I think especially though because Poland just played Argentina as
Yeah.
well. They played a top team, so like they're used to playing at that level. It's like the next game that they won't be much of a difference in quality. I feel like. So
There's a chance for Poland.
yeah,
Yeah,
For me, France goes through, but Poland has their chance.
they have Lewandowski
2-1
and he can.
France. Goal of Lewandowski.
Yeah,
He's
2-1.
a
2-1
goal
France,
scoring
2-1
machine, so
France.
anything's possible with him.
Yeah.
One Giroud, one Rabiot. And one nil. England, Senegal.
Oh, England.
I'm going England.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
You never know,
Ah.
right? Because England can surprise.
It's
Yeah.
always England is always like it's the African champions. Senegal
Yeah.
are African
Yeah.
champions.
but
I
I
don't
don't.
have Sadio Mane. Just
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They don't have
Just-
Mane.
Yeah.
but they got Harry Maguire back there though, so anything can happen.
Oh
with him.
god.
Harry Maguire, I think for England is decent.
He's been playing
He's
well this
decent,
World
yeah.
Cup.
For
Again,
England, he's decent.
plays
It's
well.
ever since he came back from Man U, and I think there's been a switch because obviously the media. He's one of the most hated people on
Yeah.
media, right? And I think when he took a step back and was like, okay, I need to relax. Like it's just the media and stuff like that.
I've been impressed with him so far this World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been like all criticism. He's been good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I believe somehow it will be an even game. Senegal will try to attack
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, for sure.
But England, I don't know. It's such a surprise package. Like, I think they will win it. Their quality is
Yeah.
too much. Kane, Foden, Rashford has been good.
Yeah,
Rashford has been good.
Foden's got to start for me.
that's what I think. I think
I don't know how
Foden
he's
is like
coming off the
Foden,
bench.
man.
you could play
He's
him,
got it.
and the worst part is you could play Foden almost everywhere.
Yeah,
you could play
he's
him.
very versatile.
He's number 8 with Bellingham
Yeah,
and Ben Rice as number 6. Come on,
Mhm.
let those guys play football. They're so good.
Saka, man.
Saka is
fast.
huge.
Yes.
And the worst part is, I think ever since the Euro when he missed the pen, I think there's been again, I think a switch. Like they're all playing really
Yeah.
well, and I'm not gonna say what happened with him is a good thing at all because it's not. But again, it's motivation, right? Him listening to that is him being like, okay, I'm just gonna prove him wrong.
Yeah. It'll be
And-
interesting to see who they start up front as well.
Yeah.
Especially with Rashford just scoring 2 goals. Like
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
I don't know how you can't start him on the bench after just a 2-goal performance. You know.
Maybe they're going all in, you know,
Yeah.
for attackers.
Yeah.
for the
Why
front.
not? Hey.
Yeah.
They have the talent for
They
it.
do.
Exactly.
And they have a defense for it. They have Rice, who is like solid.
Yeah.
Bellingham is like an all-round midfielder.
Yeah.
The defense is okay.
That's their weakest point, in my opinion.
Could be.
Like, because Stones have been very suspect of him every time. Like those matches which City loses every time, I always see Stones a bit stoned kind of way in that defense. Yeah.
No pun intended.
No
eh?
pun intended. And no, he looks suspect sometimes. He's very good on his day, but if he's not paying attention and on a big scene like this, fast Senegalese attackers, they're all fast. Sarr is fast, Dia is fast, Crépin Diatta is fast, so be careful. Like, so I think Southgate is an expert at not losing games. So he's very pragmatic. He'll like, guys, defend, counter the Senegal team, and for me it's England win 3-0. I'm sorry, Senegal.
I also feel now I'm a little biased because I am a Liverpool fan. I love Trent, but I think Trent, you have to play him no matter if like you could say his defending's bad, but it's what he brings to the table.
A lot of
like
creativity.
Yeah, he changed the whole like right back position, you can say, with him crossing that ball in and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, he even said in the like interview, he was like, "Oh, do you feel like your defending's bad?" And he goes, "Well, everyone's just gonna focus on what is bad."
Yeah.
But again, that's what comes when you're a professional.
But he gives good crosses. Man.
Exactly.
That's what they need with a guy like Harry Kane.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
There's a Hurricane waiting for that ball to get crossed in, and
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of Harry Kane.
Me neither, man. I know he scores a lot of goals.
Yeah.
but like he's such a poacher.
That's what again. Yeah. He's a. When I talk to my family about it, but like some of my family likes Harry Kane, and some of my family doesn't. But I think Harry Kane's a lazy striker.
Yes.
In the sense.
No.
In the sense that like when it comes to attacking, he works like the hardest, you could say. But when it comes to defending, the guy gives up. Like in the Euro, when I was watching him, I saw him sprint once.
Yeah, he's not that very fast. He's old school. Good.
Exactly. He's like an Alan Shearer.
He's a high-low
Yeah.
Timmy.
Oh, yeah.
But his passes are
He's a
good.
high-low.
He's a high-low.
High level.
His passing is very good. Those passes he gives to Son at Spurs, like
I think the striking too is like a huge part of his game.
Yeah.
Like because obviously he doesn't have pace, but him just kicking the
His
ball.
ability,
And there's
finish.
stories of him like apparently some people in England haven't even seen him miss a shot. That's how crazy it is.
Yeah.
like there was that match against City like last season, 3-2, which put Liverpool back in the title race. Kane was so good in that match.
I think he scored 2 and
that last
assisted
minute
1.
header.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. It's like, Kane, I like you now. But I'm going for England.
Yeah, I think
I have
England
England as
too.
well.
England. Do you think it's going home, like
No.
English people
No.
say? No.
I don't think it's coming home.
Again, it's like Brazil, man. It's all the pressure on them.
I think the door is open now with small teams just giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone's tournament.
It's everyone's.
But you know, that's a globalization of football, man.
That is true.
Like, all the nations are getting stronger.
Yeah,
now.
like even like if you like 20 years ago, like the first place team, like against the 50th, like the quality difference would be like a lot more narrow, like now than it was then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I feel like just even talking about like how it's been such an upset World Cup so far, but even just the mentality of these small teams, just knowing who you are and that sure we not have like these superstars, but if we all come together and do our jobs, like we can do anything.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's with any team.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They have improved a lot their tactics, you know, man.
Yeah.
Like all the solid blocks they put together.
Just the
Mhm.
belief, even just candid, like they went out there and thought they were going to win that game.
Man.
They're not sitting back waiting for Belgium to come, but they're taking it right to them.
That's why I think like the fans too are a huge part of the game.
Yeah.
Like when COVID hit, like again, I think no one had like the motivation when you're playing.
Yeah.
Because again, it's the adrenaline that comes with the game, right?
Yeah.
Like some people, they perform really well on the big stage,
Yeah.
and then there's some people that like don't really perform well during that,
Yeah.
right? But
I don't think there's really weak teams in this World Cup.
No.
no.
Like all the teams have their strengths
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
weaknesses, and we have seen that with Japan, Korea.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who's next on the round of 16?
Next we have there we go, Japan, Croatia.
Of course. Let's go
Ooh.
Japan.
Japan?
Such a
Super
tough
Saiyans.
match. Yeah, I'm going for Japan.
Let's go Super Saiyan.
My heart says Japan, but Croatia also.
I'm saying Croatia,
Croatia.
but I will say Japan is a hardworking team,
Man,
Yeah.
and you never know what will happen.
I'm going for Japan.
they play very well together. I'm going
Yeah.
for Japan.
I have Croatia, but I wouldn't be surprised if Japan wins. I feel like this is the
Yeah.
closest game that we've discussed so far.
Mm-hmm.
That
Among all the matches, I want to watch this one.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
think
one.
so too. Because it's the hardworking bunch. Like
Yeah.
it's an
Yeah.
underdog team against
Yeah, man.
a team that went to the final.
I'm
you know?
interested to see what the odds are for this game. Like favorites to win. Like
Mhm.
I wouldn't want to. I
Croatia.
would want to bet on this game if I was. A
Oh,
sports
no,
bettor,
no,
I would
no,
not
there's
wanna
no
bet
way
on
you can
this.
bet. Oh, there's not even like it's 3.8 to Japan and 2.1 to Croatia. There's no
Okay.
So
favorite,
Croatia
Yeah.
is a favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's a good.
No, yeah, that's a good ratio.
Yeah.
Good ratio. Like hey, 2, like but 4-3 is the score. Japan. I want an epic match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
same,
be a
man.
great
I
game to
want an
watch.
epic battle.
My
Like,
friends up in Ottawa, they always ask me. They're like, "Oh, who should we bet for and stuff?" But like my friends, like they sometimes do like I guess like aggressive bets. Like the other day, they bet that Ronaldo was scoring, and you're like, "Oh yeah," and then of course you saw what happened where his,
Did he
his
score?
hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
that game.
With
Yeah.
the hair.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's heartbreaking for
Yeah.
them when they find out that you didn't
Yeah.
touch it, right? But
Man.
No, I bet on like when I used to bet, I would bet into the League of Cyprus, Bulgaria.
oh yeah,
Those kind of stuff. Like I don't know. I just watched data online. I would spend 4 hours. on like
that's crazy.
After finishing homework, I was like, let me look at that data. Oh, that team plays that
yeah,
kind of stats. So yeah. Oh, if you're betting, bet what you can,
yeah.
and it's above 18 years old. So
Like my
Yeah.
my one friend, he's Italian. He was a huge Italy fan, but
Oh man.
I saw what was happening during the game, and like obviously you saw like all the chances for Italy, right? And I was like, I'm not just saying this, but I was like, watch, they're gonna score in like the last minute, and of course they get one break. And I'm not even gonna say like it wasn't even a good shot in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was just a tough angle for Donnarumma to reach.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, it's heartbreaking when you see that, right?
Yeah. It's sad Italy is not in the World Cup, but
Is it 64 teams the Sex World Cup, or like they're
next,
gonna add
next
that?
World Cup is 64.
64.
Yeah.
That's
64.
crazy.
I don't like that.
Well, no.
I don't like that because
That's a lot
it's
of
gonna
matches.
lose the essence, you know. Like it's
Mhm.
gonna be a lot of weak.
I don't know what the
teams.
formatting is, but like I'm not against it personally because I think there's people. Well, for example, Erling Haaland, amazing player, but for his country, they're not as quality.
Mm.
So like you'll never have that experience of going to a World Cup.
I also think football now is a business.
Yeah.
So and that's why like a few years ago like I
Yeah.
stopped watching soccer. It was because as soon as I saw like I'm not saying that it was because of this, but Neymar when he got that 200 million
Oh,
signing,
man.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like I think Neymar is a good player, but at
Yeah.
the time he wasn't like Ronaldo or Messi.
Yeah.
Like I think Ronaldo and Messi is only worth that price
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And all the prices went up after that.
Exactly.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
prices. Like only like rich teams can really.
Yeah,
afford-
PSG.
It's pay to win. Like
Yeah.
the
It's just like in
West-
FIFA. You pay to win.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I do think it's good for like the smaller countries though. But even if we look at Canada, like the passion that the fans have had.
Exactly.
This is our first time, but this could be like the first time for a lot of new countries.
Mhm.
So that football
Yeah.
culture could continue to grow
Mhm.
if we have more teams in the World Cup. But
For sure. That could be fun.
I do join you on that, but they need 64
I
teams
there,
is
there
fine
needs
with
to
me.
be like some sort of formatting though that doesn't make it drag on. Like it has to be.
But I want it to keep to like 4 teams for the group stage. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I know the Euro they uses 3 teams now.
Yeah,
I think Euro is 3 teams or 4 teams. I
don't know.
What
The
Euro?
Euro is four.
it's 4. I thought, isn't it?
Four,
Four.
right?
4,
I think
teams per
4.
group?
4 teams. Per
Yeah,
group.
it's 4. And
Yeah.
but they changed in 2016. They changed the formatting where if you became third,
yeah.
you'd go through still.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, but I wanted to keep to 4. I've heard a format there where they want to be 3 teams per group, so that there are less matches in
Mhm.
in the group stage. Then they advance. Then it becomes too much. Like
well,
keep
yeah.
it to 4. Either you keep it to 4. It's for
With
2
more
months,
groups and then,
Yeah.
2 months of football, or it's like And the list of players I think needs to extend. If,
Yeah.
like, you're playing for like 2 months, it needs to be 32 players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because so much injuries
A lot
are
of injuries,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
and players, and they are saying World Cup every 2 years. No, keep it
No.
4 years.
Yeah.
It's too much. Like it's too much football.
loses like,
For not only for the players, but even for like the watchers. Like
Yeah.
obviously we want to watch football all the time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like again, it's a business.
Yeah.
They want to do it because they make more money
Yeah.
off of
Yeah.
it.
FIFA.
But it loses.
Yeah.
FIFA.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
so many dark things.
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
FIFA.
man. we don't need to talk about
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
What's,
we were talking about the epic battle of Japan and Croatia, and we
yeah.
move on to the next match.
Let's go Japan.
Brazil, South Korea. Come on, okay. Yeah.
Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah.
This one is a
Yeah.
quick. Impressed with Brazil so far, or a bit left hanging?
I think it's like in one game, I forget it was the game before this Cameroon game. Like they were a little bit dicey.
Yeah, against Switzerland. Yeah.
Exactly, and I think like again, they're young and talented, and I think most of them like they haven't been on this like world stage, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and since they're working together, you saw like when they came out with the national team, like the roster, right? You saw how talented they were. They have Vinny, Neymar, Rodrigo, like just the whole front attack. You're just like, holy, you know.
Yeah.
But again, I think, in my opinion, I think Brazil will win it because it is their year. But you never know. It's football.
I just think they lack a bit of Joga Bonito.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, I
the
miss
beautiful
that.
game.
I miss
Yeah.
that. I still miss it. I'm still looking for 2002,
Yeah.
2006. In 2006, they still had it.
With Ronaldinho,
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
But just watching this World Cup though, I haven't seen like a team that I think is just gonna be a clear cut favorite so far.
No, there's no.
No.
I like
I-
on paper you have your favorites, but now that we've actually seen them play, like, I think is anybody can win it here.
Yeah, I'm putting a little penny on Japan for this one.
Imagine the payout though when you bet Japan to
Oh,
win
man.
it. Oh.
Yeah.
There's someone out there. That's
Oh, no.
Someone had Saudi Arabia beating.
Oh yeah, someone at
And then
Argentina.
Japan beating Germany, and then one other game they put like 30,000. And they won 1.8 million.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Against Spain, man. That was a surprise too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's next?
And then is my third favorite, Morocco against Spain. I'm going for Morocco to win 2-0.
I'm going to Spain 2-1.
2-0 Morocco.
I don't know because again Spain is young.
Yeah.
They don't have like Gavi and Pedri. You know, like it all depends on
They
how
don't
they
have
play
a killer
together.
instinct. Costa Rica, I don't know, they were drunk before the match. Like,
Yeah.
that was like a fake show.
Yeah,
like,
that was a fake result. Actually.
it was a facade. I
Yeah.
think that match, like, but they really don't have good strikers. The
Mhm.
attack line, Pedri, Gavi is good, but then Sarabia,
I think-
Morata.
I thought Morata
Fer-
hasn't been
Ferran?
bad.
Yeah, he's been okay, but again, Morata's always been okay throughout his
Yeah.
whole career.
Morata is just okay.
Yeah.
You know, like,
He's
not
okay,
bad,
but for
he's not-
Spain,
he's not top.
and
He ain't no Fernando Torres in the
Yeah.
prime.
no.
Fernando Torres, Nino, and David Villa.
El
man.
Nino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he doesn't
Torres.
compare.
But I think you know what, I think it's gonna be a tough game. But yeah, again, I want Morocco to win.
I want Morocco to win. I want Morocco. I want Morocco in third place.
Yeah.
I got Spain winning
Yeah.
personally.
Spain too.
Yeah, I can
Mostly-
see that. I can see that.
Well, obviously we could see it because they're favorites,
Barca
but
players are there, you know. So
let's.
Yeah, I don't know. I see Ziyech hitting a free kick
I do too, and then the team
at
being
the
like
35th
deploted.
minutes. Then they stay solid. Half-time talk.
Yeah.
We stay together. Last counter-attack. Hakimi just plus one.
Yeah.
And we go to quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Well, that's a dream scenario, but we know how this goes. Spain score first goal in 5 minutes and then it's over.
Mhm.
yeah.
And then last one, we have Portugal, Switzerland.
Switzerland easy.
Oh yeah.
I'm joking.
Switzerland is always a tough team to all the top
Yeah.
teams, you know. Like,
Again, it's a hard-working team.
yeah, it's always a good team, man.
Mhm.
Since that match against France, they are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
It's the motivation after that.
yeah.
Now I'm still gonna say Portugal.
Yeah.
Portugal too.
I
Yeah.
have Portugal.
I think round of 16, bigger teams get serious, and
Yeah.
it's like.
And again, I think like I said before, Portugal has to play as a team. They can't rely on Ronaldo.
Yeah.
For sure.
And even if that means taking Ronaldo off,
He has been subbed off a few
Yeah.
times so far.
and you could put João Felix, who's been phenomenal,
Yeah,
right?
Felix, man. Yeah.
He's
but-
been great.
Who knows? Now
And,
the winner.
I see Portugal winning, but
Two
I think that'll be a
for
close
Portugal.
game.
Mhm.
yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win the World Cup? Is the real.
Yeah,
question.
now.
Oh man, that's just because I would like to see Messi lifting the trophy.
Yeah.
I will say Argentina
I have Argentina
Spain.
too.
or Spain. Those are my favorite
Nah,
teams so far.
Well, I would, of course, I'm a Brazil fan, so my love for Brazil will never stop. Like
Yeah.
Liverpool, like I would say Brazil, but if Brazil doesn't happen to win, Japan.
I had Brazil and Argentina before the tournament started as my
I have
favorites.
Brazil.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna cheer for Portugal.
Yeah.
Because like obviously I grew up, I have to see Ronaldo lift a trophy, and I just like you guys. If you guys are Messi fans, you have to see Messi lift a trophy. Either way, if Messi wins or Ronaldo
I'd be
wins,
happy if either one of them won.
that's the same.
Exactly.
I just want to
Either
see
one of them.
Yeah.
Man.
And then finally, I think personally, whoever wins the World Cup, the debate's over.
Yeah.
Even though there's going to be some people that still say like,
Yeah,
hey,
for
like
sure.
they have their own side, but
Yeah. I don't have it.
Messi's
I
got a
prefer
silver
Ronaldo.
medal.
yeah, so do I.
Messi has a easier path to reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
But that's
Australia,
but again
USA,
that's
Netherlands?
every year,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm not just saying
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but it's true.
Yeah.
Like, and then we talk about the Copa America versus the Euro, right? Euro is a lot tougher, but Ronaldo still won it, right?
Yeah.
And again, that
Oh
you have
yeah,
to
they
compare
did
the
the
two.
Copa America every year until Messi won. Like every year there was a Copa America.
It's
Mhm.
every 4 years.
No, it's been every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Since Messi has been a player for Argentina, it's been every 2 years.
And Messi also, don't forget, he retired after he missed the penalty in penalty shootout against Chile. And then he came back because I think that after Ronaldo won, he has to win, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes them really good together. Is like
They push each other.
exactly, Messi wins one thing, Ronaldo has to win the
Yeah.
other one.
I don't want any of Ronaldo and Messi to win this one. I think they're very good. They bless our generation, but I think after 2014, the chapter was closed for both of them.
Yeah.
2014, 15. I really think it should have been up to the players. Like
That's why I think Brazil's gonna win it. Because like if we're being realistic, like obviously we want it's a dream scenario, right? But Brazil's too talented.
A final between Argentina and Brazil could be also very interesting.
Oh,
man.
that would be.
The thing is, when that
Yeah.
happens, I think Messi's winning.
Yes.
Only because
Okay,
Messi and Ronaldo, they come up in the big occasions, right?
Sure.
Obviously, Messi didn't come up against Poland, but
Yeah.
again, it like against Mexico. If they lost that game,
Yeah.
Argentina's out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then of course Messi scores for them to go through. So,
Yeah.
but it's
Just
football.
to be different, I would love a Brazil-Netherlands final.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Like Cody
Gakpo.
versus
Frankie.
versus Vinicius. You know, a new generation coming in, saying goodbye. Like if they lose, if Brazil wins against Portugal or like Netherlands wins against Argentina, it's like the I'm giving it to the next generation kind of way.
And that's why people say like the next generation of Ronaldo and Messi is Mbappe and Haaland.
Haaland.
Yeah.
But, like,
it's not the same. It's not the same.
Exactly,
It's not-
like,
it's
us-
Messi is Messi. Like
Yeah.
Their level is so different.
And the
you
worst
know?
part is, it's like I was just talking to my friends about this too. It's like it's the level of football, right? Like
Yeah.
Ronaldo played in the Prem, where the Prem at the time was very aggressive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, man.
And like nowadays, the Prem's not like that, right?
It's very
It's
tactic
intense.
now.
Yeah,
It's
it's more
Yeah.
very technical.
Yeah.
And back then it was like, oh, if Ronaldo goes by
Physicality.
me, I'm slide tackling you,
Yeah.
right? But now the whole world's changed.
Yeah.
But that's why you see it's a quicker paced game.
Yeah.
See Mbappe, he's ridiculously fast. Like, but
Now where you see teams more compact,
mhm.
like leaving no spaces to the attackers, man.
And that started with
Yeah.
Barcelona, because Barcelona,
Exactly.
they made a rule saying like, oh, 15 seconds, if we lose the ball, you get it back.
Yeah.
And that started the compact defending.
Yeah. That Barcelona, man. I miss that team. We are very bad right now.
Now, who's going to be the best player of the tournament?
best player.
We'll say
It
Messi.
depends who goes for. No,
Messi.
no.
Messi!
This
Messi.
he hasn't done anything. This
From
World
now on.
Cup.
You know?
From now on.
It's just I cannot judge anyone right now if I think about it.
You can't, yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't be able to
I
judge
think-
right now.
Yeah.
For me, it's Ziyech and Ritsu Doan.
Ziyech.
Yes, Ziyech from Morocco and Ritsu Doan from Japan. It has to be those two. for
Right
me.
now? If we're going based off right now, Gakpo.
Gakpo.
Yeah,
And
Gakpo.
Gakpo.
If it's just right now, if like the tournament ended right, like the second, I'd say Gakpo. But again, it's anyone's tournament.
It is.
Yeah.
Right?
Mbappe's been doing well.
Yeah. But Mbappe, he's always done well
He's
with
always,
France.
Yeah.
His 2-0 performance, though, that was crucial for France.
I think he was the youngest World Cup goal scorer since Pele.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Since- yeah,
I think so.
That was him.
Mm-hmm.
But
Even youngest winner since Pele.
if they go
Yeah.
far, I see him winning the Golden Boot.
That I do too.
Yeah.
I see
no,
him
wait.
win the
I
Golden
think
Boot.
he was the second youngest in winning the World Cup, but the youngest before him is Messi, I believe.
I think
he made a goal in the 2006.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Messi.
again, but the best player could be a goalkeeper too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true, man.
Yeah.
That's true. Goalkeepers have been top in this World Cup.
Yeah.
Courtois, like
He's-
obviously, like I'm not saying the Belgium team was like good,
Yeah.
like world class, but
Yeah.
Courtois has been phenomenal. Like
He was.
I think this year was his prime year. Even last year when he went to the Champions League final against Liverpool, we saw how ridiculously good he
man.
was
Yeah.
then.
I feel like Canada would have won
That's
that game
funny.
if he wasn't in net.
I feel like
Yeah.
that too.
He saved them.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Canada would have won.
It's again like the pressing. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
they couldn't handle it, but of course Courtois. It's like I said before, big players come up in big
Yeah.
games,
Yes.
right? So.
They have that thing, that it factor, which just bring them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, for me, it's been no seriousness. I think Cody Gakpo has been the
He's
best. Yeah, I really like again Ritsu Doan for Japan. I think has.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
yeah, I
true.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's true,
guy
man,
has
that's true.
been like I'm amazed. I didn't expect him to amaze me so much. His touch, his eye for the ball, the pass, and how they play. He's very good midfield.
Yeah.
And third, I would probably put ZHM. It was that one match that
Yeah.
made me go, but I think third place it's anyone who had a great performance.
Yeah, I do too.
We will see. at the
Yeah,
end, for
we'll
sure.
see at the end. Like
Yeah, Messi.
Messi,
Yeah.
maybe, hopefully,
golden boots,
Hopefully.
golden
Yeah.
boots.
or Gabi. You never know.
Gavi.
Nah, I'd see it hard for Gabi, but
For me, Gavi stops at Morocco. Like Morocco win.
okay.
Morocco win. I
We'll
firmly
see.
believe Morocco win.
Let's see.
That's Morocco and Japan are my two picks for.
See, those are the teams that are going to surprise
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Though.
A lot of surprises this World Cup.
And you know what?
Anything can happen.
I'm not even going to say it like to jinx it, but I could possibly see Switzerland if they score against Portugal. Then
Yes.
the team is going to deploy. Or
Switzerland.
Portugal is just going to keep attacking
Yeah.
until something happens. But
That
again,
first goal will be very crucial for
Yes.
that game.
For sure.
whoever scores in the first in that game, it will win.
Talking about goals, which goal do you think has been the best so far in this World Cup?
Oh, it's easy.
Are we just talking about the goal or like the stage of the goal, like when it was like played?
No, the best goal,
Just-
like
just
by
visually,
quality,
just
by
visually,
quality, like you
visually.
say.
Visually,
Yeah.
I really do like what you call Chavez's free kick for
Huh?
Mexico.
Oh,
Chavez-
it's Chavez.
Chavez.
Oh, that free kick, man. Yeah.
I really do like that because the power that was on it
Man.
was ridiculous.
The speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that brings me some hope. I was expecting
Yeah.
the third goal. He made another free kick after that almost coincide.
Yeah.
But
Okay, the keeper saved it.
Yeah, that was what we were
Yeah,
talking about it
exactly.
before, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly, the keeper saved it, man.
I was thinking it was going in. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's goal.
But then another one was went
Yeah.
in, but
Man,
Yeah.
if he made that goal, in Mexico they would have built a statue.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
That was
I'd
a good goal.
Yeah,
I'd say Chavez for me.
Chavez, yeah.
Richarlison. I'll go with Richarlison.
Oh,
also,
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very tough. Wait, Richarlison, yeah.
That goal.
Bicycle kick.
The bicycle kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pass by Vinny at the outside of the
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah.
And then the ball just going. The control is a bit heavy.
It was a bad touch, but
Yeah, it
he
was.
made up for it though.
Yeah.
And the worst part was I saw a video of him practicing it in
I was
practice.
just about to say that.
Yeah.
He practiced doing that shot, like exact shot training. Yeah.
I hope we get more goals like this.
Yes. Yes.
That will make the World Cup more exciting because, like, for me, 2010 World Cup is the best World Cup I've ever seen.
I like 2014.
I like
That was-
2018.
2018. Wow, we have
2018,
different
yeah.
opinions.
Yeah, Russia.
I
Russia
can see
was
2010 though. As
Yeah.
well.
I will say 26.
2006.
Yeah.
26.
I was 2 when that was.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Each one needs to say why this was their favorite World Cup.
The reason why I say 2010 is because, like, it was so exciting. Like, we saw a Ghana team that came from literally, like, they weren't expected to even get out of the group stage. And then, of course, the tragedy happens against Uruguay that, like, everyone was talking about in this World Cup. And then, like, I guess, like, the vibe of it all, the Venezuelas,
yeah.
like,
The Jabulani.
yeah, the
the
Jabulani, how, like, you could just kick a ball and it's a knuckleball, right?
Yeah.
And the Diego Forlan was sensational.
Oh,
David
Diego
Villa.
Forlan.
Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, maybe 2010.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, man.
Yeah. Like, we saw, like, how amazing, like, and then not only that, like,
Messi was at his top, Ronaldo at his top.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then we saw, like, not only, like, obviously we see it now, like, all the countries come together,
Yeah.
but especially in South Africa, where, like, all the countries, no matter who you were, who
Yeah.
you supported, they all came together just for that, right?
2010 had the best ambience.
yeah.
Yeah.
The ambience for Even the song Waka
Yeah,
Waka.
Waka
Exactly.
Waka.
Everything-
Yeah, man.
To this
Everything
day,
about that World Cup was perfect for
Yeah,
me.
it
Yeah.
has been the best. Yeah.
Everything was great for that World Cup.
Yeah.
Even the ball, I really like the javelin. I'm
Yeah.
aware of-
Jabulani.
But
The
he-
thing is, goalkeepers wouldn't agree with you, though.
yeah.
That's all right. Like, just in that curve,
Exactly.
and we used to play this in the schoolyard. We were teenagers. Even collecting Panini stickers was.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah,
so
the
much-
album, man.
Yeah,
I
like,
remember I had a huge album
Yeah.
with it. I had
It's
Uh,
the first time I'm
The
not
Panini?
collecting.
yeah.
Yeah.
They still do it now, but like again,
Yeah.
it's not that big.
It's not that
Yeah,
big.
no,
Like
man. It's more expensive too.
It's
man.
more expensive.
Yeah.
It's more expensive.
Back in the day, it's $5 and you grab the whole book and you get a little
Yeah.
pack too.
Yeah. man.
Yeah.
It's the same with like FIFA packs now. You see FIFA
Yeah.
packs, bro? It's like $20 for one, and you're like,
I know.
I don't
why?
play FIFA.
Oh, it's
I have
ridiculous.
seen it,
Don't.
but, yeah.
My mental health can't take it
No,
anymore.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my friends like they break controllers all the time because of it.
It's scripted. Like I play.
I think it's scripted too.
Like I don't play Ultimate Team. I play career mode, and career mode's still
Oh.
scripted.
Yeah.
Career mode's very good though. It's addicting. I just
Yeah.
started getting into it again.
Career modes, yeah.
It's so good. Like I don't like Ultimate Team because people buy packs.
Pay to
I-
win.
Pay-
I
Yeah,
really,
pay to win.
it's like I like the 2015 because it was just gold, silver,
Yeah.
bronze, team of the year, team of the week. That's
Yeah.
it. Now there's birthday pack, or what's so St.
Yeah.
Patrick's.
Yeah,
I don't
all
care.
these different promos.
Yeah.
Legends.
The old
everything.
FIFAs were very enjoyable.
Yeah,
Like FIFA 11
Yeah.
even, I remember that one.
FIFA 13
Yeah,
was my
FIFA
favorite.
13,
13,
14,
yeah.
Actually, the last FIFA I bought is 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
They
I
just seem so
stopped.
repetitive now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm enslaved. I bought 18, 19, 20.
I'm not even.
we got 23,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got it. But
But-
like again, it's completely different.
but
from
I
back
didn't
in
get
the day.
22. I got 21. That was the last time. But
My favorite FIFA was FIFA 20 though, because I packed R9, and R9 goes for like 15 mil, right? And I got him out of an icon pack, and I was just amazed. I was screaming, but
I packed Mbappe this year.
yeah, that was insane.
That was insane.
We went to practice. He comes up to me and goes, "Hey, I just packed Mbappe." I
Yeah.
was like, "Don't talk to me."
Yeah,
That's
went
a
for
good
like
start,
1.8 mil just at the start of FIFA as well. Like so
Oh, yeah,
everything's
the
so
start.
cheap, right? So,
Yeah.
but it was out of like some like I don't even.
It was a
gold pack.
garbage pack too.
Yeah.
Like it was just a regular gold pack or something.
Yeah, it was something. I just look at
That's-
the
Yeah.
screen. I'm on my
And
phone.
I-
I look up. I
he-
see Mbappe walking out, and I'm like, I just
That's
freak out.
really lucky, man.
Yeah, it
He
was-
sends me a video of it. I go, "What
Yeah.
pack was that out of?" And he goes,
Oh.
"Oh, just a regular gold pack."
Yeah, it
And
was like-
again, that's just pure luck, man.
Yeah, it was-
Yeah.
I think it was foot champs, just like it's not even a high like rank or anything, just
Yeah.
low, but just a pack. It was just
Unbelievable.
it was unbelievable. Yeah.
Just open that. Maybe I'll get like an 80 plus.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
I
you
know
just walk-
I don't
walk
play
and walk
Ultimate
out.
Team for
There's many reasons why.
yeah for many reasons I don't play
I
it.
haven't
It makes
played
my blood
The
boil.
worst part is you see YouTubers that spend like 10 grand on
Yeah.
on
Photoshop, FIFA, like
Yeah.
pack openings.
that. Like that's ridiculous, man. Like
That's what they do for a living.
Yeah.
you know?
yeah, that's true
It
too.
was so enjoyable to watch though.
Yeah.
No, I
Photoshop.
can't. Like the last pack opening was from KSI, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
6
love
years ago.
KSI
The
though.
Simon years ago,
Yeah.
crossbar challenges.
Yeah,
That was so fun to watch.
even their like old GTA videos, man.
Oh, with
Those.
his brother,
Yeah,
when he was-
Deji.
Deji, when he was
Yeah.
playing with Deji. Oh my god, like they were playing all those games together.
Yeah,
That was like
I used to watch like I first started watching KSI when he used to do the FIFA funnies. You know what
Yeah.
that is like?
Oh, yeah.
When it's like the glitches in the game.
yeah,
That's when I started watching them, and I was just like, man, that's crazy.
it's like
Yeah.
such an era of. But yeah, for me, 2018, just because
The upsets in
for
2018.
yeah the surprising
Mhm.
teams like Russia making it to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Cherry
crazy.
Chef, man. Cherry Chef.
Cherry
You
Chef
remember
just-
Cherry Chef.
Like
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
he just decided, hey, I'm going to leave. He decided my career is World Cup 2018, and then I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Exactly, man.
that guy Juba in attack was like
Mhm.
that big Russian guy. His touch was like Zidane. He was controlling the ball. Like what happened to those guys?
Zidane.
Croatia was a
Yes.
surprise
Oh,
for me.
Croatia.
beating England in the semi.
That was very
was crazy.
heartbreaking.
Man.
Again, like
Yeah.
Them not winning the World Cup was like
That was unexpected.
that was the beginning of the "It's coming home" thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Nah.
And then my
I didn't. I was rooting for Croatia to win. Like I
Yeah.
wanted Croatia
Yeah.
to win that one.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted England to win,
Same. Same.
just because like the stars that are on there. If they won,
I don't know. I have this love-hate relationship with England. I love the players. But for me, it's like just England, man. Like, they will go so rowdy. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's
will
true.
party for 4 years. And I'll say, world champions of the world, world champions. Oh my God, they will piss so many people off just because. Yeah, or
Very
if
true.
it will be the same for Argentina if they win. I'm like, damn, I don't want to see them winning. Like, yeah.
It's coming home.
No. I don't know. It's going to Japan.
Oh, that would be amazing, man.
That would
Not
be.
gonna lie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At least a third place. I want a small team. If they don't go to the final, at least a third place.
Yeah.
In Japan or in Morocco. Come on, let's
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, and I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That wraps it up for an episode. Like,
That's a wrap.
yeah. And thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thanks
Yeah, thank you for
us.
having
guys
us.
Thank you.
joining.
Appreciate it.
It's our first episode
Been a
with so
pleasure.
much people
Yeah.
on one. So thank you so much for this World Cup, and I do hope one of our predictions come
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Yeah, and again, what can I wish you for next season? I guess for
Yeah.
going
Hopefully some
to
success.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, what do you want to do after college? Like continue into football?
I wanted to before, like when
Yeah.
I was a kid, but now I think I want like a real job.
Yeah.
Not to say like football's not a real job, but like
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
now it's became like a huge phenomenon, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you never know. We'll see.
How about you, Jacob?
I'd like to explore the opportunity of
Yeah.
football like out after
Yeah.
college. So we'll just see what's available and just go from there.
Well, anyway, I wish you the best, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
And Luis also is an amazing.
Well,
Well,
I would like to
photographer.
just be a content creator for a football team, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Oh, I would like that.
Yeah,
I would love to manage a football team.
Oh,
who
doesn't
no,
want
but
that?
that's irrational.
I would just like to point out this guy's 27. He does not look 27, man.
Yeah.
I'm 25 if you don't count COVID years.
I'm 24 if you don't count COVID years. Yeah. I don't like to count COVID years.
Yeah,
like,
me neither,
it's a
man.
robbery.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's just a pause on life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
true.
I pause life. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Just FIFA.
that was the same with me. Just
I
FIFA.
played FIFA and Assassin's Creed.
But
But anyways, thank you guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
for
much.
watching
Thank you,
this
man.
episode
Yes,
of
thank
the
you.
World Cup special. It's uploading every Tuesday at 2 p.m. and episodes regarding everything student lifestyle SSC. And it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And may the best team win this World Cup and do much more surprises. And see you for the World Cup 2026 in Canada. I'm going to be there. We all going to be there. So
Yes.
thank you again. Have an amazing week at SLC. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.